If you want your channel to become your industry's Netflix, where people actually watch more than one video, it comes down to how you end your videos. By the end of this video, you're gonna know how to guide your viewers from like watching a video and then just going off ghost to watching another video and watching another video and watching another video, like that Netflix binge watching effect, all without having to rely on things like luck or hoping that the algorithm pushes out your videos to them, things like that. And if you actually want help creating a channel that people actually want to binge, I have a free community called the Magnetic Visibility Circle, where it's all about YouTube and helping you become more visible, get your brand, your business out there. So if you want to join us, go ahead and click the link in the description or scan the QR code if you're watching from the comfort of your couch. All right, let's get it. Okay, so most of the time, what people are doing when they're ending their videos, right? They're just like, all right, see you in the next video. And let me tell you, that's not even that bad, because at least saying see you in the next video kind of plants the seed in the viewer's mind of like potentially watching another video, or the dreaded like, thanks for watching. Like it's just like, okay, the party's over, goodbye. Don't know where you're going. You ain't gotta go home, but you gotta get the hell up out of here, right? We don't want to do that. And I get it, because a lot of the times the strategy that you might be using, if you have one at all, doesn't consider how do we get people to watch even more videos outside of, okay, well, we'll just make another video and then we'll just push that video out. And that's like the typical strategy. But once you have people on the video, you want them to watch another video and another video and another video. Like I'm talking back to back to back. Okay? And so if you kind of just leave it up to chance, like the moment that you're expecting the viewer to have to decide what they're going to watch next, you've kind of broken that binge. Think about it. Netflix does not do that. Netflix doesn't leave the decision up to you. And the option is there. Don't get me wrong. The option is there. But if you watch episode 1, it leads you to episode 2. The option at the end of episode 1, there's that little thing at the bottom of the screen that says, watch next episode. The next episode. Not, well, what episode do you want to watch after this one? Just pick an episode. Just whatever. Or matter of fact, go watch something else. We don't give a damn. We don't give a damn attitude. Okay? We don't give a damn strategy. So if that's what breaks the binge, then how do we actually create the binge? The binge. The binge. The binge. The binge. So instead of just ending a video, your job as the creator is to binge to the next one. And I want you to think about it like this. Every video that you're creating solves a problem. Whether you're showing something technical, whether, the goal of the video is to create maybe a reframe and mindset, something, you are solving some sort of problem. And thus, in solving that problem, it creates another problem. Not that you're creating problems, but in you solving that problem, the next question then comes up like, oh, okay, but now what about this? Okay, but now what if this? And if you already have a video that then answers that next one, that's where you're sending your people. That's what becomes the next episode. So I want you to notice how we're not talking about playlists. We're not talking about taking your videos and organizing them into a playlist. Playlists are great. Love playlists, okay? But, and you want people to, again, keep the watch. And sometimes you're going to have videos that maybe relate to something outside of a particular playlist. So we're being way more strategic and way more intentional in that regards. The other thing to kind of keep in mind with this versus playlist is people are getting onto YouTube. They're not seeing a bunch of playlists to choose from. They're seeing usually a bunch of individual videos. And so a playlist typically isn't going to play unless they go to your channel and they click on a video within the playlist. Or maybe they're searching for something and they find a playlist. That doesn't happen as often. So we don't want to leave things up to if they end up in the playlist. So back to it. Before you end your video, here's what I want you to ask yourself. What would someone logically need after this? Very easy question. If that answer exists on your channel, if you have made a video about that, send them there. Now let me go ahead and give you some examples of what this bridging can look like, and we're gonna cover just a couple of different niches. So let's say someone who is maybe like a parenting or family coach. Video A could be how to stop yelling at your kids when you're overwhelmed. And so you've answered that question. And so the next logical question that the viewer would have is kind of like, okay, that's great, but what do I do when I'm in the moment? Now, said coach has video B, what to say to your child when you're about to lose it. That answers the question that is proposed in the mind of the viewer from watching video A, right? And so a bridge to get them to then just watch that next video could look something like, if this helped you understand why you're getting triggered, the next thing you need is what to actually say in the moment. So watch this video next and then, give like a 1-sentence statement about why, what they're gonna learn in that video. And then you put your end card up at the moment that you start talking about it. So it gives people time to, click on it, whether they're watching from their phone, whether they're watching from their computer, whether they're watching from their TVs. And then that's when it's appropriate to end it with, and I'll see you in the next video. Because you've already told them what video you're gonna go see them in. Does that make sense? The next example is for like a spiritual entrepreneur, maybe business coach. So video A, why you feel blocked even though you're doing the inner work. They get to the end of that video and now they're thinking, okay, this is great, I have an understanding, but like how do I build that momentum? How do I move through this without actually like forcing it? Said coach also has video B, how to take aligned action without burning out. And so we want to bridge those two from video A to video B. What could that bridge statement look like? If this helped you to understand why you're having the block, the next thing you want is how to move forward without pushing. Watch this video next. Let's say we have someone who does copy coaching. Video A, why your sales page isn't converting even with good copy or good traffic. They go through that. The next logical question is, okay, so what needs to actually change on my sales page? So then we have video B, the one section that makes or breaks sales page conversions. So how are we going to bridge those two together? If this helped you understand why your page isn't converting, the next thing you need to know is how to actually fix it. I break that down for you in this video, blah, 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 blah. So it's a very simple tweak for you to make. Something very, very simple for you to start implementing. I'm talking about the very next video. Take the time to actually go through the videos you already have and just start jotting down. I don't care if you need to put it in a spreadsheet, a Google Doc, I don't care. Start understanding and putting somewhere like what your video is about. You could maybe even like grab the transcript, pop it into Chatboo, and ask it to start organizing these things for you, so that you're just like kind of having that awareness, remembering like, okay, I had this video that talks about this. I had this video that talks about this. And so when you go and you make your next video, and you get to that part where it's like, okay, I need to end the video. I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm helping them do. I know the problem that I'm solving. What, again, is the logical next step? What question would they have immediately after consuming this? Do I have a video that answers that? This is how we're going to build your Netflix binge watching effect. You think about if you're doing this in every single video, you're leading them from one video. It doesn't matter what video they start at. It's going to lead to another, and it's going to lead to another, and it's going to make logical sense instead of just throwing up a end card and having YouTube choose best for viewer. What is best for viewer might not be what makes logical sense for them to watch next. So if this way of thinking about content is actually clicking for you, and you're like, okay, I like that, Quiana. You got me. I got you, Bookie. I got you over here. That's why you need to subscribe to my channel. If you got this far in the video and you ain't subscribed, you wrong for that, Bookie. No, I'm just playing. But nonetheless, this is what I help people with. And again, I've been doing this for 9 years now. So I want to invite you to join the Magnetic Channel Method. It is my flagship program on teaching you from A to Z on how to get started and grow on YouTube, especially for those of you with a business who want to make money and create just really, really good, dope content that magnetizes your ideal clients to you. If you want all the information about that, as well as a sample lesson that you can watch for free, then go ahead and check the description box for the link. I'll also throw the QR code up here for my Bookie Boos that are watching from the comfort of their couch. And now that you know how to keep people watching your videos, the next thing you really need to know is how to turn that viewership into sales. So watch this video next, where I'm gonna show you some, I think, little unconventional ways of going ahead and getting people to purchase from you, and some things for you to consider, and how to actually track which videos are converting. I'll see you over there.